Alright. I'm gonna start over because the first one it's just like, god damn it. This is simple mistakes. How does the FBI not, and I'm gonna go over what I originally said. How does the FBI not know that there was a biolab explosion in Russia? How? It's like all these dumb fuckers that can't look past further past 2014. And the Minsk agreement, agreement in 2014. Jesus fucking Christ! You know there's a history before that. You do realize, right? And it's the FBI and Wuhan and all that. Oh, everything ends in October of 2019, so it has to be them. No, if you just go back 1 month, you actually see every fucking thing develop. That's the origin. So let's watch this. These dumb motherfuckers.
I asked you also back then about the investigation into COVID origins. Is the FBI in charge of the investigation into the origins of the coronavirus?
We certainly have a role in looking into the origins of the coronavirus.
We got a roll. Y'all can't see this, but I'm actually rolling in my chair. This is so dumb. We give these people not millions, not tens of millions, not hundreds of millions. Fuck, not even billions. We give them tens of billions of dollars to do simple fucking FBI shit. And one of them just is simple research. Here I am. And I'm just like, I can do simple research. And this is what drives me crazy. This should have been a maybe 6-month project for me. And this was almost 2 years ago that should have ended. But now we're coming up to a point where I'm like, these people are stupid. And I don't mean just a little stupid. It goes up and down and they're just stupid. If they all just came clean right now and said, oh, it was actually a biolab explosion, we can even trace, like I have, the 2 weeks to Inner Mongolia, well, the week travel to Inner Mongolia, then the week that they spent there, and it started spreading there for D strain, and the international airport right next to the fucking biolab that exploded, and that's probably how Moscow and Milan, Italy got infected almost identically at the exact same time. It just doesn't make sense. I could do this. It's not even, I'm not even speculating. Most of this shit's just like, oh, well, this will lead to this. There's no logical paradox in this. This leads to this. There you go. Oh, you baked a pizza. You're probably going to eat it. What the fuck is wrong with people? I mean, it's that simple logic. But this motherfucker, watch him. Watch him.
Now there's this Department of Energy study that says it's likely to have come from a lab leak, although the confidence is low. It cites
lab explosion. Lab explosion. I get the whole lab leak part. I understand that. You want to monetize that word, lab leak. Well, 2 words, but whatever. But I'm telling you, it's a lab explosion. Your lab leak does not make any fucking sense. Wuhan was barely going for 5 years. Barely. They still had that fucking new smell to it. What the hell? The equipment still got some goddamn plastic on it. There's no goddamn way. There's no way this shit. I mean, I factored it to be the upgrades would have happened in 2015, 2016. So, and this happened explosion happened in 2019. So yeah, there was literally some equipment still there that had fucking plastic wrapping on it. There's no way they were fully staffed. No way. You don't just throw people in there. You gotta find people. You gotta trust them. This is a BSL-4 lab. You don't just throw people in there off the fucking street. Okay? This is your state security. This is your fucking money. This could kill people. The whole world over. You don't throw. This is way, way more protected than a fucking goddamn military base. I don't get it, man. There's no way America didn't know about this. There's no way. We always watch these biolabs. There's military biolabs too we watch. There's a military biolab that's northeast of Wuhan. It's a Chinese military biolab. At first I was like, that's probably it. This is before I found out the Russian. I was like, there you go. That's probably the source right there. You know, I'm just guessing out my ass. And I was like, well, hold on, there's a fucking biolab explosion right over here. Guys, it's quite fucking obvious. Biolab explosion. I like to use this analogy. You come across somebody on fire, dead in the middle of the street. Blood just everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, what happened? And then you look to your left and you see a brand new car that's just parked on the side of the road, and you're like, oh, that must be it. We'll even fucking call the car Wuhan. That car Wuhan, that's where this guy from. That's a brand new car. There's nothing wrong with it. It's prestige. But then if you look to your right, a little further over, there's a car fucking on flames and a window busted out, and it's been been wrecked all to hell. And the guy's facing like he got ejected from it. But you're still fucking blaming this new car over here. But there's a fucking car on fire over there. What the fuck is wrong with people? They don't want to know. They just want to jerk off and say, I was right. That's all the fuck they want. I don't want nothing from this. I don't want no money. I don't want nothing. I want SSA. I can't fucking take money from it. It ruins what I got. Oh, here's $1 million. Then y'all fucking sue my ass. And then all of a sudden I'm $1 million in the hole. For some bullshit y'all magically come up with. I'm not doing all that. I know the tricks these motherfuckers do, and I know that sounds paranoid, but they've done it in the past. Simple logic. I just want people to know the truth. If I did not want you to know the truth, I wouldn't have started this. I would have been like, oh yeah, y'all are all stupid. Fine. Wasting my time on that. Hell, I would have fucking been like, oh yeah, Wuhan, yeah guys, yeah, fuck yeah, Wuhan, yeah, let's go get them. No, I wouldn't. But either way, it's a waste of my fucking time. You see? But I have so much sympathy because these people are stupid. You see? It's like little 4-year-olds, and you just see them keep running into the fucking goddamn wall, and you gotta be sitting there like, I don't think they're gonna make it. Let's get them a helmet. And let's point them in a different direction. From the Wuhan wall to, hey, go over here. Play in the playpen. The right area. So if you ever ask me why I do this because apparently people are stupid. Let's say this is a psyops. Okay, I get that. I fall for that. Let's say this is just the banks because the banks lost so much money and everybody's so fucking scared they're going to get killed. It benefits nobody in the end that I can think of at this point. It benefits nobody to continue this bullshit. I think they're going to get ready to do the whole lab explosion thing. I think it's going to come out and it's just going to fucking run over everything I got, and then nobody's going to pay me attention. Fuck, even Twitter is probably going to fucking ban me. just so I don't get my fucking, and delete my account and every fucking thing else. I have the videos. I have the evidence. Fucking Reddit. I mean, they can wipe me off the fucking goddamn face of the earth. I know that. But I'm right. I am correct from beginning to end of this. It does not benefit them in the least bit. I'm not going on no fucking press tour. I mean, for fuck's sake. I'm not gonna get no glory. Just like, oh yeah, this guy, he figured this shit out. Yeah. Does it make them look bad? Yeah, sorta. But we're at a point where there's so many fucking ideas, there's so much bullshit out there. You should be able to just be like, hey, yeah, it's probably the fucking Russians. You know, we're at war with them. Here's another reason to fuck with them. I don't see why the banks are even holding. Like, oh yeah, it's the Russians. Yeah, the Russians caused us to collapse and all this stuff. And you know, they got that whole brick system. We need to go against that because of their explosion. It benefits them to come out now and be like, yeah, Russian biolab explosion. I don't understand why they're fucking doing this. I don't get it. Let's say it's WEF, NWO, and the old lady down the street all plugging for goddamn control of the world. First of all, you're never going to get it. It defeats its fucking self. It's too easy. I mean, ideas like that never fucking work. You have to go to the lowest denominator on all this shit. But let's skip ahead. It still doesn't benefit them. In fact, if WHO comes out, Jesus Christ, if WHO comes out and says, yeah, there was a biolab explosion, we need more money to secure them, it benefits them. Oh, we don't know what other viruses got out. Lock down all the fucking thing. It benefits them. I don't understand why they are not doing this. There's no way you can do a slow information release of this. There's no way. Once you clap one thing, you connect, and it just all fucking fits. But they won't do it. Why? I get nothing from this. Nothing. I don't want... Look, if anybody ever sets up a charity in my name or any bullshit and all this comes out and it's like, oh, you know, he was right. He tried to do all this. I will never do that. I will never do any of that. I don't want anything. Do you understand? You have nothing I want. Do you understand? You have nothing I want. But it's just hard though. Hell, fuck, you don't even have anything I need right now. My needs are quite taken care of, you know? I got my cat, got food for her, got food for me. I mean, fuck, if you want to come and take the trash out every goddamn, Sunday or whatever day I have to take it out on. I mean, that's about the only fucking thing you can do. I don't want your money. I'm good. Like I said, I'm on SSA. I'm fine. I don't want no clout. I barely can fucking talk on this microphone right now. You want to put me in front of some reporter or something that one time will be nice and then the next time will be questioning me and then I'm like, and then, oh, here's your fucking pass too. No, I just want you to know the truth. You have nothing I want. Why can't you just tell the fucking truth? It benefits nobody at this point. They can't be sued. It's ridiculous. It is beyond ridiculous, in my opinion, at this point. I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it. It does not make any sense to me. Tell me. Just tell me why you won't look. Just tell me why you won't put this shit together. It reminds me of when we had the daycare and I had to watch over the kids, you know. My mom was cooking or something and I was watching over the kids. You know, I mean, I've done it a few times. Quite a few times. But, and you're sitting there and you're like, they bring you such joy, but then it's like, you know, they're going to grow up to be smart kids, but right now they are dumb as shit. And right now these people are dumb. There's no way. There's no way this benefits anybody anymore. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Please, dear God, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I don't get it. I mean, I'm not no con artist. There's nothing I'm gaining from this. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. They're just so stupid. I'm afraid of their stupidity. You know, I can't publish my vids on fucking YouTube because YouTube will take them down. Put them on Rumble and you can't activate them on fucking Twitter. I mean, I could back them up on Rumble. That ain't no problem. But, I mean, if Rumble had a thing where you could, where it's like YouTube or where you can just click it and the link opens up, then that's fine. Which I'm sure eventually they will have. But for right now, I don't get it, man. The Russians admit the fucking biolab exploded. They're like, oh yeah, well we contained it, you know, we're trying to fix it. They did all the normal things where they went and showed the actual place that exploded. They're like, oh yeah, look at this building. And their little bullshit they always do. Look at this administration building. Yes, focus only on that. Don't look to your right where the actual explosion happened. Blah, blah, blah. Their misdirects and all that bullshit. I don't fucking understand! It benefits these motherfuckers in no goddamn way. And I'm talking about all of them. It doesn't benefit the past, you know, president. There's no system in which you're like, okay, well, we want digital ID, and we can't do that because this makes us look bad. No, it makes the Russians look bad. In fact, it makes digital ID kind of look good, you know. If you start acknowledging the truth, then people will believe you more. But you're not even doing that shit. You're just fucking around. Dog, what the fuck do we pay these people for? I mean, it's not even that. It's not. I wouldn't pay them. I wouldn't even trust these fucking people to fill a fucking pothole on my street. This is the dumbest fucking people I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it's all of them. There are billions of these people that are just dumb. Look, if I'm in a simulation and I'm like a character, a player, and like the whole point is I believe I'm whatever. Guess what? I mean, I don't believe that because there's other reasons. But anyway, guess what? Your game sucks. It really does. Because there's no way these people are this stupid. But apparently they are. Well, let's watch the rest of this shit. It does not make any sense.
The FBI. What is the determination by the FBI?
So, as you note, Brent, the FBI has for quite some time now.
As you know, Brent, I'm half baked and half drunk right now. They stuck a carrot up my ass and my lips just started moving.
Assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan. Let me step back for a second. You know, the FBI...
The only lab incident, and fucking look, as much as you say about the damn Chinese and conspiratorial and all this other shit, the Chinese are really good at keeping records. so they can later go back and wipe them. But anyway, they're really good at keeping records. We would have known. There's no way they knew about this, because otherwise they would have prepared somehow in advance. They would have already had those fucking masks available. Because why not make a profit off of it? You don't really want to set something loose that'll kill people if you can't profit off of it in the beginning. Especially if the masks are so useless. So why not give them hope? Let them breathe in. Let them, oh yeah, things go back to normal. Here's your mask. None of that happened. None of that happened. And plus, I've already shown the fucking virus was in Inner Mongolia, for those who don't know, is very north China, near Beijing, to the west. There's Mongolia, Inner Mongolia, then Beijing. And Inner Mongolia is in China, to those who don't know. And if you go north and east, there's North Korea, South Korea, and I think I even timed it where North Korea was almost a week after Beijing. I don't know. I gotta double check on that one. But anyway, this shit just doesn't make sense, man. I don't know what the fuck I was about to say. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Has folks, agents, professionals, analysts, virologists, microbiologists.
Look, Bear, I'm drunk 2 fucking sheep to the wind right now. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. God, I've picked up a paper here from some fucking asshole, and he said it came from Wuhan. I don't believe him, okay? Fuck you, I'm going on vacation. Bye, bitches.
Etc., who focus specifically on the dangers of biological threats, which include things like novel viruses like COVID, and the concerns that in the wrong hands, some bad guys, a hostile nation state, a terrorist, a criminal, the threats that the...
Here's my thing. You release COVID, which is not going to kill anybody, and you more than likely can test it on fucking Uyghurs and all the other shit. And then you're like, okay, it's not really going to kill anybody. We'll go ahead and release it. You don't release another type of fucking... You don't release another type of virus at the exact same time? And then you could pin it all on fucking Russia. Be like, oh no, they had a biolab explosion. It obviously came from them. I mean, because, you know, Chinese pay for the fucking newspapers in the U.S., so... Yeah. I don't believe half the shit these U.S. papers are, because most of it's just fanfare for China, and it's like, it's obviously you're just sucking up, you know. You're just getting more money out of it. Here's 20 million, print a puff piece about us every damn week, basically.
Those could pose. So here you're talking about a potential leak from a Chinese government-controlled lab that killed millions of Americans, and that's...
Here's another thing. There are 3 BSL-4 labs in the world that are considered the top. CDC in Atlanta, the Russian Vector in BSL-4 lab, and then there's Wuhan. We know the CDC in Atlanta went through their upgrades in 2012, 2013. We know Wuhan went... we know the CDC went through their upgrades in 2012, 2013, and that's the reason the 2014 budget got cut, and Obama's standing there next to the CDC director like, oh, I'm towering over him, and don't you do this again, you know, and all that bullshit. And then there's Wuhan, who got upgraded in 2015, 2016. And that's really when it became a BSL-4 lab then. So really it's less than 5 years. But whatever. And then you have Russia, who was getting their upgrades in 2019 and 2020. And they were all going to that new autoclave thing. the brochure. I even show you the brochure in my reports. Anyway, those three, if there's ever a fucking virus that gets loose, you normally would never assume those three because they're high security. High security. Okay? People getting put in prison for going on their property without a proper ID. Russia's a little bit more relaxed, but whatever. But the Russians were going through upgrades, and it exploded, and an explosion happened, and shit got mixed up, and then all of a sudden, I say it's espionage by somebody. My final conclusion is espionage by somebody that worked at Wuhan. You know, they were trying to get ahead, because that's just how communism works, man. The fuckers just pay, bribe, plagiarize every goddamn thing between, steal. It's just how they work. But you're gonna tell me one of the major fucking biolabs in the world explodes, and nobody's talked about it. Nobody. Well, yeah, it just happened, you know. But look at Wuhan, you know, it's a nice shiny car. But you got this other one that's fucking on fire over here in Russia, and it's like, you know, maybe it's this nice shiny one. No, that barely has anything going. But yet there's one that's over here that's fucking on fire that's been there for 48 years now. That the CIA deliberately says, we worry about this every fucking day. We worry about this place. The Cold War, this is the place that they were making bioweapons to kill every goddamn one of us. They still have that data. And they want to kill us right now. Remember, we are at war with them right now. Basically war. You don't think none of that shit's gonna come out? What do you get for keeping this truth from the public? I don't understand. Even if you're trying to control information, at this point, it's pointless. It's pointless at this fucking point. Just tell people the truth. You look like the good guys now. You can't make assumptions and all bullshit because it's all fucking laid out.
Precisely what that capability was designed for. I should add that our work related to this continues, and there are not a whole lot of details I can share that are classified. I will just make the observation.
I barely did the research, and I can tell you exactly, just from news articles, how this fucking thing spread. Just from news articles. We give these people tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars from news articles. And I don't want a goddamn dime from you. Shut the fuck. Oh God, it's just so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. What are they gaining from this? Are they in their bunkers like, yeah man, we were going to release the real shit now? Because there's some viruses at that fucking Russian biolab that could end humanity within like 5 days. And I am not joking. I am not fucking joking when I say that. They could end humanity 5 days. There's no way. I mean, you can say, oh, gain of function. No, we're going way past gain of function. They have engineered synth these fucking things. There are synthetic viruses. They want you dead. You will be dead. Oh, maybe we're trying to prevent that, you know? No, it doesn't make any sense. Because even Russia's like, yeah, there's a biolab. I was looking up the Odessa, and this is before Ukraine, way before Ukraine, so, and I was just randomly looking up stuff, and Odessa came up, some newspaper there. And I had to translate it and all this. And the guy said, and this is way before me, and he's like, yeah, this is probably where it came from. And I'm like, if I know it, and if these Ukrainians know it, you know, there's no way the Russians don't know it. I mean, fucking the guy who gave me the original. I got the original clip from the news. The Russian one. He was Russian. I mean, the fuck? I believe he was a Russian. Yeah. I'm like, come the fuck on. There's no way you guys don't know this shit. Your own people know this shit. It's already, I mean, it's spread, but I don't get it. It does not serve you any benefit. Now, it's like, I don't understand. You know, you can prevent people from knowing about aliens, and I'm not saying there's aliens, I'm just saying technology and all that shit. I understand that. Technology's too advanced. You don't want people out there trying to combine shit to make shit and blow up, I understand that. But nobody's gonna sit here and try to make a fucking virus to kill people because there's no way they have the knowledge to contain it. And they know that by instinct. Besides, they don't have the ability. But I mean, it does not benefit them at this point to keep this shit all locked up.
That the Chinese government, seems to me, has been doing its best to try to thwart and obfuscate the work here, the work that we're doing, the work that are...
Because you're accusing them of setting a virus free when it's obvious that's not what happened. It's quite fucking obvious. To me it is. It didn't even start down there. They weren't even sick at that point. And there were already symptoms going on in northern China, in Inner Mongolia. There was already that going on up there. So you're telling me Wuhan's way fucking south. How? I don't get it. And you're talking about a sparse area. They had a bad case of A and B flu, and so they were testing people. I get that. Then all of a sudden, these two people, this wife and husband, come in and they're fucking sick, and you're like, well, it's probably flu. So they treated them for their month, and they didn't get better. So then Beijing's like, oh, but we'll take them. We'll figure it out. And then they were like, we don't know what the fuck it is. This is the Black Plague. Do you understand what's that like to say? Yeah, we were going to figure it out, but all of a sudden it's the Black Plague, and yeah, we have no fucking clue. We're going to treat it like the Black Plague. I'm sure those people got better because it's fucking COVID, but still, there's no way fucking China did this. It's just no way. You give me $100 trillion, I will say there and say, no fucking way China made this virus and delivered it like all that for that. There's no way that what you're saying makes fucking sense. You get it? Oh, well, what if the Russian biolab explosion was a diversion? Still, it doesn't fit the fucking pattern. Doesn't fit the pattern. Explosion, then spread. If there was a spread and explosion at the same time, then, maybe I would have been like, yeah, maybe. But no, it was explosion, then spread. I don't see it. I really just don't fucking see it.
Our U.S. government and close foreign partners are doing, and that's unfortunate for everybody.
It's unfortunate because you're a fucking idiot. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. I just had to vent. Oh, goddamn, I had to vent. Just needed a vent, man. And, let's go look at this. Let's go look at all the comments. I'm gonna show you how dumb people are. Now starting to think it must not be true. Dude, it's not true. He gets the lying sack. Hey, but fucking people are intelligent. No way the Wuhan virus came from the Wuhan lab. Who would have guessed? Shut the fuck up. There were 2 congressional hearings on this. Today and yesterday. Oh, today and yesterday. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shares developed in the Wuhan lab, all thinking people know that for years. It's also known that it wasn't a leak. When will they admit that part? Oh, there was a fucking biolab explosion. Admit there was a fucking biolab explosion. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You get a like. Because that's what fuck. A whole lot of blah 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 instead of just answering the fucking question. Yeah. Yes, we are listening to the CIA told us in 2020. He's only 3+ years behind. Amazing how good his sleuth skills are. Basically. Fuck off. What? You don't know this? You were voting for Trump. Is this the original? Oh no, that's the other one. Funny how lab leak is now lab incident. How about a lab explosion? Y'all don't know about that. I can say it, y'all just don't know. Jesus Christ. It's like children. Oh, well, some are bots. Man, even if bots aren't this dumb. Yes. Intendedly. Whatever. Okay, I'm finishing up. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Hadn't really did anything that's too bad. I don't think they'll take it down. It's a fucking almost a 40-minute video. Oh well, nobody's gonna pay attention. But put it on YouTube. I can put it on. Link it on my thing. Maybe somebody will get a fucking chuckle out of it. All right, y'all. Peace out. This is shit. Next up, I need to show the airports from which G strain came. How it passed from the biolab explosion then to the Tomo, what the fuck you call it, Tomo International Airport, and then it went to the Moscow and Milan at the exact same time, or it went to the Tomo Airport, then to Moscow, then to Milan. But it may have just been straight to, you know, it may have been hit at the exact same time. I don't know. Still trying to guess at that one. I need to. It's hard finding the Moscow when they admit that they had cases. I mean, they're such assholes about information, and it's basic information. I mean, whatever. Russia, stop being assholes. Get the fuck out of Ukraine. Peace.